other way around. Yeah, I'll tell you the story and then I'm going to end this. I don't know, some people may disagree with me. The message that I would give now to 20-year-olds is oh, I got it. It took me so many years. And if you see something, can you unsee it? Time to go sleep. There's some activities still going on here, but who cares? I'm going sleep. A little bit blurry, no? I think this is lighting. I think this is better. Shall I put it? How shall I put it? Put it here. Is that good? Just uploaded a video how I was cooking meat. Very good, very good. So what we gonna eat today before we sleep? It's not nice, is it, to eat before you sleep? So I got dark chocolate. I also got rum chocolate. Very nice. I have this habit, not very good habit. Eat before sleep. Well, it's something like 7:30 evening. Not late, still is okay. I will probably have a bit of wine as well. Chocolate is heaven. I started it yesterday. I have cups. So, what we are going to talk about today? Important things, serious things. Maybe we're gonna talk not so important things. This chocolate is heaven, man. I'm just gonna eat whole thing, man. I think. Thank you for your encouraging comments. Let me have a look. I know Recreating Cave left encouraging comment, which I appreciate very much. Jan, as normal, as usually. Doing, commenting and talking to me, which is very nice. Jan from Scotland, yeah? So yeah. Steve Match as well, doing very good comments. Thank you, Steve. Mark Collins and Jan from Scotland is also as usual good contributor, and she encouraged me to speak to my son, and in result I actually achieved 2 days working with him, which is good. We don't actually talk much because our views are completely different to life. But he came and helped me 2 days to start bathroom, stripping out is hard work. And he done it, and well, it's good, yeah. He's in a point, I think he's in a point in his life that crossroads. He needs to decide where he's gonna go, yeah. He's 32 something, yeah. Yeah, so, and recreating cave left encouraging message. He also he's got recreating have what do you call it, list, email list, yeah, that newsletter that those people who subscribe, yeah, he sends like updates, and you keep me close, like contact. And I can see his latest. I'm not actually read it yet completely, but I can see he's doing really well. He's after his dog, beloved pet, yeah, died. They've been together many years, and so when something like this happens, it's your world goes upside down. And so he's doing actually very well. I can see he doing some helping people, with starting like YouTube channels, and basically he's someone who can give really good advice, to people. Yeah, and I appreciate him. He helped me a lot with my YouTube channel, and yeah, so he's a legend. So what we're gonna talk today about? You think, huh? Let's. You know what I was thinking about? I hope you can hear me. I don't wanna, shout because we are in quiet space. People can walk and walk by, and there is someone shouting in a van. So anyway, so what I was thinking about, yeah, as there is quite a few people over 50s, yeah, um, subscribers and contributors to this channel. What I was thinking, yeah, to ask you guys if you have any realization or wisdom or something that, oh, I got it. Took me so many years and I got it now. Have you got something like this? Yeah? Have you got some acknowledgement or wisdom or realization to share? If you do, please leave in the comments. And I was thinking about that. So I lived like I'm like nearly 60, yeah, 58 or something. What did I learn in my life? Yeah. What did I learn? What can I say to 20-year-old? Yeah. What it is? Because nobody, 30. My family is fine. Yeah. I got two children. I got son and I have daughter. Yeah. And they used to listen to me. Yeah. Until some point happened, they stopped listening to me. Yeah. Take me seriously, basically. Yeah. Up until they was 20 or 18, something like that. But so what would I say? By the way, yeah. By the way, the message that I would give now to 20-year-olds is much different to the message that I would give like 20 years ago, yeah, to my children. Or 10 years, even 10 years ago, yeah. My children now 30, yeah. Now I have different message to them, but they don't listen. They don't take me seriously. I have different message when they was 10, 20 years old. Then they kind of listened to me. But now I have different message, but they don't listen to me. Yeah. So yeah, what I noticed, yeah, the small things like in life, yeah. For example, well, I was kind of in my life. I was where wind blows. That's where I am. That's where I'm going. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I didn't made my. I wasn't in charge of my life. I wasn't. I wasn't in charge of my life. Basically, you in a stream. You go where everyone goes. Yeah. Who benefits from that? That mainstream, like masses going one way. Who benefits? Who benefits? So I don't know. Some people may disagree with me, yeah. And hearing this term law of attraction, yeah, would not appreciate, yeah. But I am convinced, yeah, that law of attraction needs to be this concept, yeah, law of attraction needs to be taught in schools, yeah. Then you're not gonna have 6 billion people going one way, yeah? And there is few that come and sit on top and guide them, yeah. You will have beautiful garden, then you will have all kinds of different people, different ideas, different beliefs, yeah, which actually don't interfere with each other. Look at the garden, all the flowers, so different flowers, yeah. Are they in conflict? Yeah, they're not. Yeah, we have thousands of Christian domination religions. Yeah, thousands. Yeah, I don't know the history of that, but they find they coexist with each other. Yeah. So my point, yeah, is that diversity is good. Yeah? Difference is good in opinions, in experiences is good. That's not a bad thing. Different opinions, different beliefs. Yeah, it's not. The world is more beautiful if you have variety. Yeah, different. It's more interesting to live. You can experience more. Yeah. I lived in Soviet Union. I know how it is to think one way, yeah? To wear same clothes. Yeah, I know how it is. Yeah, I'm telling you now. Yeah, I was Jehovah's Witness. Yeah, for I don't know 15 years. Yeah, I spent a lot of my time, my good years, like I was in 40s, 30s, and 40s. I think it was. Yeah. I was Jehovah's Witness quite very active actually. Yeah, Jehovah's Witness. I went through the doors, knocked on the doors. I talked about God's kingdom to people. Yeah, I was telling people, don't worry, everything will be fine. Kingdom coming. Yeah, until something happened. Yeah, no major event in my life. Yeah, there was no major event in my life. It's just something happened here. Yeah. And I developed different understanding about God and God's kingdom. Yeah. And that not sits well with organization as Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah. That not sits well if you have different opinion than organization have. Yeah. Luckily, yeah, I didn't develop like a very close friendships with someone. Yeah. Very close friendships. There is one or two, yeah, that I would love to keep in contact. Yeah, my daughter is Jehovah's Witness. Yeah, she still is. Yeah, and 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 the people, yeah, the congregation is absolutely amazing. You do have like a warm relationship with everyone. Yeah, brothers and sisters. Brotherhood is good. Yeah, but I developed different opinion about things. Yeah. These verses in the Bible, we used to study Bible, like 4 days a week. It's and you see that you start saying something, yeah, in these scriptures, yeah, you start saying something, you know. If you really want to think independently, yeah, if you really want to understand the scriptures, yeah, you look at these scriptures and you think, nah. You suddenly think, boom, there is no future. There is no God's kingdom in future. There is God's kingdom. There is God's kingdom, and God's kingdom is now. Yeah, and it is fully accessible now. Yeah. Whether we want to access it, this is a different question. Yeah. Whether we believe that we can access is a different question. But God's kingdom is accessible now. Yeah. Is it not that He said God's kingdom is not far away from you? It is very near to you. Yeah. What does it say? Is that Jesus' words? You know. But is that sounds like God's kingdom will come in the future? When he actually said this to Pharisees, yeah, to some very arrogant, like those judgmental, like people. They was judging people. You know? He said, God's kingdom is not far away from you. Yeah, it's closer than you think. God's kingdom is to you. Yeah, and some translations say God's kingdom is within you. Yeah. So it's up to us. Yeah. And what about? I know some of you would not be interested in these kinds of conversations, but well, I will finish my point. What about? What about Jesus' words? Me, everyone knows these words. I'm not going somewhere very deep in the Bible. Yeah, Jesus said, "Me and my Father are one." What that means? Yeah. What is this? Yeah. Me and my Father are one. Maybe that means that you and me are one as well, no? Jesus and me is one. God and me is one. Yeah. This van and me is one. Yeah. Maybe. Was that what he was meant to say? And there is other scriptures that he said he points to oneness. Yeah. There's actually quite many scriptures that point to oneness, not only in New Testament, also in Old Testament. Yeah. Also, things point to oneness, non-duality. Yeah. Anyway, so I developed this understanding, yeah, different understanding, yeah, about God. And there was some things that I not appreciate in organizations, JW organizations in like a history, like a past. Yeah, I don't appreciate. There's some things there that stinks. Yeah, don't. Never mind the pedophiles that like some. It's not very often. Yeah, like in a Catholic church. In JW, there was no such thing. There was like bad apples, but it, of course, it also could be dealt much better than they dealt with this child molesting and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Anyway, I looked at history in Rwanda, for example. Yeah, in Rwanda. You know what? I'm not gonna go there. I don't want to talk negative things. Yeah, I wanted to talk about things that clicks in your life. Yeah, I wish I knew it earlier. Yeah, have you got something like this to share? I wish I knew. I wish I knew it earlier, but it doesn't matter. The other stuff that I noticed, I mentioned law of attraction, which I really appreciate this concept. These are very big concepts, yeah, that needs to look at as a as a as a masses, as a public, you know. And I think when you say things like this to the child, yeah, in school, you are very powerful, you can achieve whatever you want in life, yeah. When you say these things to child, yeah, and repeat it, yeah, repeat it so it ingrains it in his being, yeah, he will go places in the world, yeah, and there would be no violence, yeah. If you teach like non-duality, yeah, in schools and law of attraction, yeah, there would be no violence. The violence would be reduced. I think would be reduced to 99%, you know, if you start teaching this stuff in schools. Yeah, intentionality, yeah, intention, your intention, the where I put my intention, that what I will attract, yeah. If I put intention on one thing, yeah, I will attract similar things, yeah, that one thing and similar things, yeah. Even mothers, they unborn babies even get they get if, for example, if mother thinks negative things, yeah, babies is affected, yeah. If mother feels positive things, baby's well-being will be as mother thinks, yeah. That's how it is. Yeah, I'll tell you the story and then I'm going to end this, yeah. I was very good friends in my teens and through to my 20s. I was very good friend with someone, yeah. We was as one, yeah. We had a like a group of very good friends. We still have. I have still these friends. Some of these friends still alive, but one of these was very talented. Yeah, he was bass guitarist, a very famous bass guitarist in our country. Yeah, and he was playing with top like artists, top well-known artists in country and bands. Yeah. He was really talented. Yeah. It's not that there was quite very good pool to choose from. It was still Soviet Union, isn't it? So not like today. We got like you see some things in YouTube, guitarists like they doing things like wow. Anyway, so well, he was very talented. If he would hear music, he could play straight away. Yeah, he would play along. He would improvise. He would do anything you want to, you know. And I learned also from him like a bass guitar, and I played in a band as well. So he was like my coach and my friend and my brother. Yeah, and of course these days we was drinking hard. We was really pushing, drinking wine, vodka. You know, how you call it? Moonshine. Yeah, how you call it? Yeah, so you make it yourself. Like, well, my story is about intentionality. Yeah, and he was really heavily and his career started to affect his alcohol. Yeah, alcoholic. He was really. I was alcoholic. He was alcoholic, and many of our friends around we was all alcoholics. Yeah, I was. I was hypnotized twice. Yeah, twice to stop doing alcohol. Yeah. So anyway, he would never agree to any hypnosis and anything. He wouldn't see anything is wrong. Yeah. People say you could achieve so much, you know, with your talent and stuff, you know. So what? Yeah. I like drinking. I like it, you know. That's what he said. I like. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do to end of my life. That is where I'm gonna go. Yeah. To the end of my life, I drink as much as I can. Yeah. I like it. Yeah. Why would I stop drinking if I like it? Yeah, he said. And and things happen. Of course, he would drink and drink and drink, and of course, it would affect your body at some point. You know, he would lose his career. Nobody would ring him to come and play. You know, nobody would ask him to do the anything with music anymore. So it was the point that he already, you know, burned all the bridges. Yeah, and he was like determined. Yeah, and I just don't understand this. You know, he was so determined. You know, I wanna drink to end of my life. Yeah, and he died like I don't know, 35. Yeah, 40, maybe something like that. Yeah, he died basically every organ failed, you know. So why I bringing this story up about intentionality? Because I appreciate people who have stuff be to go on to. Yeah. This is what I'm gonna do, and this is I'm gonna do. Yeah. it was my problem in a life, yeah, to concentrate on one thing, yeah. That's why I couldn't get good at anything, yeah. So I am good now, like doing bathrooms, yeah. I consider myself very good tradesman, craftsman, yeah. I can make a beautiful bathroom, yeah, but it's not achievement. You can learn it in like no time, like 3-4 years. You can learn it, But to be something to concentrate, yeah, to dedicate your life to something, yeah, that really, that's what I wanna do. Don't care about family, don't care about life, don't care about friendships. This is what I'm gonna do, yeah. And some people do that, yeah. Some people do that, yeah. Whether it is alcoholism or drugs or richness of wealth, yeah. You have billions, you have so many. You can't tell that it's bad thing to have billions, yeah. But you worked. Oh, this is what I wanna build this company. I'm gonna do this, and all life is went there, yeah. Everything. There's through 2, 3, 4 wives, and you got there, yeah. You got like private jets, and you got yachts, and you got everything, yeah. So what you are, and then the problem is that you have to find something that to concentrate again, yeah, to be happy, yeah. So intentionality. So we really need to be careful what our intentions are, and we do need to check, whether it is what it is, really is, what we would like to do in our lives. Because our intentions brings what we intend, yeah, because that's law of attraction. It cannot be different, it cannot be otherwise. What we tend, what we are, our intention is to focus on, that what we are going to attract, yeah. So if you think about illness, sickness, you cannot get well, yeah. You will not be well, yeah. Yeah? You cannot do that. If you are poor and you think about being poor, you will not attract wealth, yeah, prosperity. You will not attract it, yeah. If you think you are poor, yeah, and you always think, I'm broke, I'm this and that, yeah. Yeah, I sometimes say I'm broke. I am broke, yeah, financially. Yeah, I would like to be in different place financially, but it's very small part of my life, very small. Yeah. But I believe that also all these installed beliefs in me, yeah, that from childhood, yeah, not allowing. These are programs that I can't override, Anyway, so I'm starting to, how do you say, mumbling? Or anyway, things doesn't make sense anymore when you start talking. The words just going. Some of you will start to say, "Oh, you mispronounced that and you misspelled this." There is few of you like. Some of you will lovingly like correct me, yeah, lovingly correct me. Yeah. But some of you would say, "Wow, look at this! You misspelling this and misspelling that." Please, let's let's not let's not be slaves of the letter, yeah, or the word. Yeah. Let's not be slaves of that. Did you get my point? Yeah, that's the main thing. Yeah. Don't look at spelling, how I say. Did you get my point? Yeah. So anyway, did I said something about wisdom? So what is the wisdom? Yeah. What is the thing that I learned as I lived to my 60s? Yeah. Is there something that I learned in my life? Can you share something? Yeah. Well, I would say, yeah, definitely. Law of attraction is one of them, and the concept of law of attraction. I wish I knew it earlier to teach it, to my children. And but the other thing is in terms of religion, yeah, in terms of God, yeah, we are all one. And people do say, even religious people say, God is everything and everywhere. Yeah. So if God is everything and everywhere, Alpha and Omega, yeah, so we cannot be outside of God then. We are one. Is it that not what Jesus said? Me and my Father are one. So who then we praying to? When we pray, oh God, please forgive me. Who? Where? Perhaps to ourselves we pray. Yeah. We pray to ourselves. We are extensions. We are like localizations, like a wave in ocean. Yeah, we are. That's what we are here. Yeah. But to say that God is somewhere there and I am here is wrong. Yeah. So that's my realization, and I can prove it not with my words. Yeah. But I know I can experience it. Yeah. I never knew how to born. Yeah, I was never born. I know it. Yeah, because I can't recall it. Yeah, and I will never know how to die. Yeah, because no one experiencing, no one knows, no one remembers death, and no one remembers also his birth as well. Yeah. So we are eternal. We are infinite. Yeah. We all are. We all are one consciousness. We don't know be how to die or how to be born, yeah, because we are infinite. These are only waves that appears and disappears when someone is born and someone die. Yeah, there is few exceptions when people like dying, yeah, and they see stuff and then come back, yeah. They all say one thing: I saw oneness, I saw love, I saw everything. Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah. Anyway, there would be no wars. Yeah, there would be no wars if this stuff is taught in schools. Consciousness is first and then matter after, not other way around. We still teach this in schools. Matter now, brain first and consciousness after. No. Eh? Other way around. So this is what I learned. Yeah. Will I change my mind at some point? I don't see how. If you see something, can you unsee it? Yeah. Anyway, appreciate you. See you soon.